What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Well, we have a math question which says find the value of x for which the square root of x plus 28 plus 2 is equal to x. Well, we should know that what this parenthesis produces a real solution or a real value. And in order for that to be possible, it shows that x plus 28, which is what I have inside of this radical, must be bigger than or equal to 0. So let's put that condition into our mind. Now, our first step will be for us to move 2 to the right-hand side, leaving behind the square root of x plus 28 on the left-hand side. This is equal to x. So as 2 crosses to the right, it becomes minus 2. Very good. So our next step will be for us to get rid of the radical. This is square root, which means in order to get rid of it, we have to take the square of both sides. Now, take note that you have to be careful when taking the square of both sides. Because whenever you take the square of both sides, well, it produces a fake answer. So that means you make sure to check your answers to see if it fits in. Very good. So square can cancel out square root, leaving behind x plus 28 to be equal to the right hand side. We have x minus 2 all squared. Now notice that the right hand side is of the form a minus b all squared. And in expanding an expression like this, we have a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So we're going to be expanding this in this form. So we have on the left, we have x plus 28 to be equal to, now on the right hand side, expanding, we have x squared minus 2 times x times 2 and then plus 2 squared. So we've been able to write this in this form. So simplifying further, we're going to have x plus 28 to be equal to, this is x squared minus 2 times x times 2 is 4x, and then plus 2 squared is 4. Very good. So now let's move what we have on the left to the right hand side. So we have on the right, we've got x squared minus 4x. When I move x to the right, it becomes minus x. And then I have plus 4 here already. And when I move 28 to the right, it becomes negative 28. Now, I won't be having anything on the left-hand side, so this is 0. Very good. And now simplifying further, we have 0 to be equal to x squared. Now, negative 4x, negative x gives negative 5x. And then 4 minus 28 is negative 24. Very good. Well, this expression is same as writing x squared minus 5x minus 24 equal to 0. So it's actually the same thing. Now the question is, can we factorize this quadratic equation? Very good. We're going to try that because we're interested in what I have here and what I have here. Very good. So I'm going to be opening a bracket, and I'll put x here times x here, which results to x squared. But I'm going to be bringing out 2 factor. I'll put one as a and the other as B. And there'll be a condition applied to these two factors. The first condition is let their multiplication, which is A times B, result to negative 24, which is this item here. Very good. And let their addition, which is A plus B, result to this negative 5 here, this item here, negative 5. Very good. So what are those two factors that I can multiply to give negative 24? Actually, negative 6 times 4 will actually give negative 24. But in adding them together, negative 6 plus 4 results to negative 2 instead of negative 5. So this will not work. Okay, what about trying for negative 8 times 3? Negative 8 times 3 will actually give negative 24. And now let's try to add them. And what about negative 8 plus 3? Wow, this gives negative 5. So this is a good factor. So we take this as our A and we take this as our B. So I can actually place that here. So this results to x plus A. A is actually negative 8. So I can put negative 8 here. Very good. Times x plus B. So x, B is 3. So plus 3. This is equal to 0. Very good. Very good. So we have two factors. We have x minus 8 to be equal to 0. Or the other case, we have x plus 3 to be equal to 0. So going for the first case, you see that the value of x will be equal to, when I move negative 8 to the right-hand side, it becomes positive 8. Very good. And the value of x from the second case is equal to, when I move 3 to the right-hand side, it becomes negative 3. So we've got two values of x. So one is 8 and the other is negative 3. And in among these two values of x, one is fake. Let's try to find that out by checking. All right, so let's check. Remember the values of x we got 8, or the other value is negative 3. Now let's try the first value. Let's try 8. So on the left, we have the square root of x. X this time is 8. So 8 plus 28. And then plus 2. This is equal to, the value of x is 8. Very good. So this result to 8 plus 28 is 36. Plus 2 equal to the right-hand side, 8. The square root of 36 is actually 6 plus 2. This is equal to the right-hand side, 8. So notice that 6 plus 2 is 8. And this is equal to the right-hand side, 8. So this is a tick. This is a correct solution. So let's see if this negative 3 will work. So let's try 3. So try negative 3. So on the left, we have the square root of x this time is negative 3 plus 28 and then plus 2. Let's see if we're going to have negative 3, which is the value of x. And now we're going to have negative 3 plus 28 is 25. And then plus 2. This is equal to the right-hand side, negative 3. The square root of 25 is 5. Very good. And then plus 2. This is equal to the right-hand side, negative 3. Now notice that 5 plus 2 is 7. And this is not actually equal to the right-hand side, which is negative 3. So this is a fake answer. we're not going to take this as a solution. So we've only got one solution, which is x equal to 8. Well, feel free to share your ideas in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video and have learned something from this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss my upcoming videos. And like I always say, until next time, take care.